almost entirely new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Collins. Mycareer's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Colin Sexton in for Patty Mills. .139 left here in the first quarter. Mycareer passes to Sexton. Missed inside. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. How well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Here's Sexton. After the basket by San Antonio, here's Filipowski. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Nice pass by Sexton there. I like when he looks to set up his teammates.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's the monster. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Golden State. Again, the Spurs good for two.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
27 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more. Set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's the monster. 10 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Filipowski.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And so he hits both. Sexton deciding where to go with it.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided. 16-point game against Golden State. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Wembanyama is out there with the monster, and it's Paul in at the point. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions. They do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks. The monster passes to Wembanyama. Good. Wembanyama's got 11.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Outside, Sexton. Beyond the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the back.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's the monster. 16 points for him. And Sexton over to help. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Trains it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
2 minutes.
To the Jazz, their last game, a loss to New York. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clarkson against Johnson. Shot to stop the run. The Monster with the rebound. The Monster's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Utah's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Sexton against Vassell. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's the Monster going inside.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Collins passes to Clarkson. A floater, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Kicks it out to Paul. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. That shot wide open. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Here's Clarkson. Banked in off the glass.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
With 1 on the clock, no good on the shot. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful. When I look at San Antonio, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say they are making it look easy. Here in this early part of the season, at least. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Spurs.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Mills out there with Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Sensabaugh. It's deflected. Here's the monster. Puts it up from 17. Second chance shot. It's good. The monster's got 20.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Collins, a screen on Paul. Kicks it out to Collins. And they'll get another chance. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Yeah, not the most accurate three-point shooter, but Clarkson makes enough to keep you honest.
Paul for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Down low. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The monster passes to Wembanyama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Wembanyama has got 16. And here's Mills. Scoreless thus far. And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. Takes it inside. The layup off target.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's the monster. 22 points for him. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Mills. And here's Johnson outside. And it's Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Mills. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Barnes the screen. The monster passes to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Collins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., Our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
The monster passes to Champagny. Collins, a screen on Collins. At the elbow, Collins. Pass to Branham. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Branham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
The Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's the monster. Count that one. The monster's got 24 points.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Utah's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Clarkson looking for an opening. Collins setting the big for Clarkson. Wants to get it to Collins and does. That's tipped. The monster passes to Branham. And the shot goes in. Branham's got 5 points now in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Spurs?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And the foul on the monster. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
A different look for Utah. Filipowski comes in for John Collins. And it's Colin Sexton in for Patty Mills. The Spurs also with the sub. Jones is checked in. Sexton against Jones. Kessler, screen on Jones. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's Branham. He's got 5. Jazz. Mills comes in for Colin Sexton. San Antonio also making some changes. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and the Monsters subbed in for Barnes. Champagny passes to the Monster. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Jazz. On the court for San Antonio, we've got the monster, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center. Collins wide open, he fires, sinks the three-pointer. Collins has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Utah. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
First one falls for him. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Just 4 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
We've got 1:28 left in the game. Pass to Collins. There's the 3. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Monster.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Low block shot on the way. The Monster with the rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. Can't connect from short range. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sensabaugh. Takes a 3. No good on that one.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup as they move to 2-1 in the group stage.
And if they can win their final group stage game, it's likely that they're going to advance to the next stage.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know how to ball.
No one knows more than me, Russell,
Whatever.
about anything.
Oof, that is patently false.